So President Biden is going to Europe for the first time since the war in Ukraine started. And this is kind of a really interesting and critical time for the conflict. When the invasion happened initially, there was a show of unity among the United States and the European allies. And now the conflict has kind of entered a new phase where it's become a very grinding conflict. The Russian offensive has gotten bogged down. Peace talks have not made progress. And there's a real question of where do things go from here? And it's a time when Biden really wants to reconnect with his counterparts in Europe to kind of plot the course forward. So success is something that's very hard to gauge in a situation like this. Number one, the Russian war is not stopping. So it's not like, there is a clear off ramp for the conflict at this point. However, there's a few things, we're keeping an eye on. Number one, does the U.S. stay on the same page as its European allies? Because a lot of different interests here, a lot of different economic interests. It's hard to maintain that kind of unity. We're also interested to see if there's any clear statements on what NATO would do if Russia used chemical or even nuclear weapons in Ukraine. We're also interested in to see how the U.S. and its allies talks about China. China has made some rumblings about whether or not it would help Russia in its conflict. And that's an open question, and that would lead to, another diplomatic and economic front in this conflict.